Because you didn't say who the ladies were who were also engaged in the exact same type of fuckery, okay? People are going to speculate. They're going to...
Hear me out. This is true. This is true. If y'all knew that innocent women were getting hit with bricks, why wouldn't you get them out the way?
My swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen. So much money.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would truly appreciate it. Like the video, share the video, turn notifications. I hate all that little fluffy stuff in the beginning. It is what it is. I want to get right into this video. See, I didn't want to say anything about this situation until we found out a little bit more details, right? First of all, big shout out to Abba and Preach. These guys are incredible. You see, like, I want to give them their flowers right now. You know what I'm saying? Over here. See, that's why I left their pages up. I want you guys to be able to go subscribe to them. These guys is incredible. I like their work. One thing I love about Abba and Preach, hear me out, right? Abba is like, how can I say? He is like the Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, I'm sorry. He is like the Donald Trump of talking. Yes, he is the Donald Trump of talking. I remember how Shaquille O'Neal always said, like, you know, like, there are some people who are like Barack. Let's say like you're in the White House and your shirt isn't tucked in. Barack will be like, excuse me, sir, young man, you're surrounded by excellence, and we want you to be a part of it. Can you please tuck your shirt in? Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Trump will be more like, you're like a fucking slob. Fix your fucking shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's more my speed. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Now, this guy's like the Donald Trump of talking. Preach is, I like Preach because Preach is like an instigator. Like, he fuels Abba, and Abba just wrote out. I mean, maybe it's a part of the gimmick. Maybe he doesn't know, but these guys are hilarious to me. But today's topic is serious. Y'all already know. I'll give it to you guys again. I'm more known on the Instagram side of things. That's where I come from, having discussions on lives and different things of that nature. I've helped several women. I have the receipts on my Instagram page. If you like, feel free to go follow me over there. Michael May Forever. The words all spelled out. But this topic right here, right? This is something that's very sensitive. Or should I say, it should be very sensitive to all men. Now, I keep telling you guys this. This isn't a black man thing, a white man thing. This is Spanish men get affected by these type of relationships. Asian, Japanese, Jamaican, Honduran. I hope I said that right. I hope I said it right. I want you to understand something. So today they're going to be speaking about the Boston Celtics coach, right? But Abba and Preach are the only people that I've heard so far. Actually, they were the first ones that said the information that we were waiting for. But I want to get into this right now. Fair use, guys. I'm using this for educational purposes. But I want you to hear these guys talk, and I'm going to chime in. Let's get to work.
Working at the Boston Celtics, decided that he was going to have an affair with two other staffers. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is where things get weird. Apparently, at first, it's consensual. Boston Celtics get out and they say, you're suspended for the year. A lot of reactions towards this. Him being suspended for a year, I ain't mad at it.
Me neither.
You're in the workplace, keep your fucking dick in your pants.
Absolutely.
And if you're not going to keep your dick in your pants, please make sure it's with somebody who's not in the workplace. And try not to fuck the staff, especially. Okay? If you do, get suspended. No problem with it. All right? Get fired. Personally, I think you should be fired. That's me personally.
Time out. Now hear me out. Yes, I agree. I try my best to even tell fellas, try not to shit where you eat. That's crucial. Like sometimes y'all guys work in places where some of these chicks be hot. Bruh, we all been there. I think all of us as men have been there. So I think that you should be taking it from the people that's really been through this with you. But now, the information that I want y'all guys to really get is coming up right now. So far, these guys are cooking with chicken grease.
Right? Reason being is, from a corporate standpoint, one of your employees fuck another one, then there's like raises involved or promotions involved, and she claims that, because I slept with, you don't want none of that drama, no lawsuit. You got to get rid of it. He got to go. He got to go. My only question is, if this was consensual, how come them bitches not suspended too?
They're not suspended?
They're not.
Time out. Hear me out. See, this is the problem, fellas. I want y'all to understand this, right? We're living in a time where society's not trying to throw women under a bus. Like, and it's pretty sad because this is supposed to be about equality. We all want equality. I don't do retakes. I didn't say that. We do it again. Women want equality. So there's a saying, equal rights gives you equal lefts. So he wasn't the only one in this situation getting busy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of messed up that the man got to take all the hit for this situation. And it really, 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 really sucks because they're throwing this man under the bus. Like, let's keep going. It's just sad.
Not suspended. Apparently, they not even gonna get no disciplinary action. This is where things get weird. One of the women is the wife of the vice president of operations. Okay, so this idea that like this man's
Hold up.
holding power over them. One of them is like from a whole different department. Halas, stop it.
Time out. Hear me out. That is what nobody said. And this is the reason why they kept that shit so quiet. This is the reason. You know how embarrassing that is for an organization that the head coach is sleeping with possibly the VP's wife? Let me tell you why they only suspended him. My prediction, he will be fired. He will be let go. They only suspended him because they're going to try to figure out if there's a loophole here, if there's a legal way where they can let him go and not have to pay him his contract. I think he's still got a couple of years on his contract. They're going to take the time to figure this out first. They don't even want this man in the building. Don't even come to the parking lot. I want y'all to understand something. This is what they're doing. They're only buying him time just so that way he could sit there and end up being fired later on down the road. I am telling you that's what's going to happen. But that's the key information. They just said it right now. This is the part that nobody wanted to speak about. I got it now. I understand why. That is pretty embarrassing as an organization, don't you think? But let's keep going. Because these guys are cooking with chicken grease. I'm telling you they are.
Okay?
Yeah, it is what it is.
No. Way it works, and this was even in my workplace. What?
That's not the way it works.
Go ahead.
you get the man in power, get out. That's the one that makes all the decision. We know that. We know as a man that decide. We know we're the one with the magic. We go to women and we go, ooh, and then we have power over them.
Facts.
Why would she get disciplinary action?
Are you asking like jokingly or are you being serious? You're joking.
No, I'm asking in where we live in the present where we live in right now. Knowing that the only thing that is being said is power dynamic. Power dynamic. So he's the head coach. He makes all the decisions. It's really how it looks like.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't make all the head coach. He's definitely involved, but the head coach is not the GM. He's not the fucking president. He is important. He's powerful, but he doesn't run everything. You have a no.
This is true. The coach. See, it's even like when you're in a workplace, let's say your husband and wife, you guys can work for the same department, or the person can be above you, like the manager, and then you're like the associate. No, so technically it's true. Yes, is it still considered fraternizing? Yes, I guess it still is. But the coach versus the VP is two different powers. So there was no power like he's holding power over her. She's with the VP. The VP has the power. So let's just cut all the shit. Let's keep going though.
Fraternization policy, unless that person is your direct manager,
right,
or there's some implication that
right,
they held that shit over you, I don't care. You get the same punishment.
Right.
Malika Andrews had something to say to Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A., with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. What became apparent to me in this press conference is that we do not have all of the information here. I think what stood out to me is that Brad Stevens, he was upset. That's what stood out to me about what he termed rampant Twitter BS is the word that he used, that women were unfairly dragged into this within the Celtics organization. You could see that Brad Stevens was visibly upset.
He's a GM. And yes, women were unfairly dragged into it because you decided to keep the women who engaged in consensual relationships anonymous. So, because you didn't say who the ladies were who were also engaged in the exact same type of fuckery, okay, people are going to speculate. They're going to...
Hear me out. This is true. This is true. If y'all knew that innocent women were getting hit with bricks, why wouldn't you get them out the way? But I'm telling you, it's only because it's the VP's wife. This is humiliating. Like, you're not messing with the cheerleader or one of the girls flipping the hot dogs or you're not messing. You're messing with one of the top dogs' woman. Whew. Look, they could have avoided all of this mess, but they chose not to. Why? Because they rather save the women. Fellas, hear me out. I had a boss, right, a few years back. I want to say big shout out to Victor Diaz. I've always spoke about him on my Instagram. One of my most favorite bosses of all times. One thing he always told me was CYA. Cover your ass at all cost. Now, this is a tough situation because this guy, he's gonna lose his job. And I'm telling you, they're already talking to lawyers. This man is talking to a divorce lawyer. The VP is talking to lawyers, he is getting ready for what is it called? What is it called? Defamation of character. He is about to smash this woman in court. His wife is done. She's humiliated him. But let's keep going.
They're going to wonder why these people are not being held accountable. So if Brad or anybody else is mad, it's because people are like, wait, why are these ladies going out scot-free when they also joined in on this voluntarily?
Yes. Abba's 1000% correct. And this is another thing, fellas and ladies. Y'all want equality. This is what I hear. I scream all day, equality. Where are the women? Where are the women's rights group? This is not fair. Blame the women. This is not fair. I don't see no picket signs nowhere. I don't see the feminist movement coming out. I don't see no one coming out saying, "Hey, we not standing for this." Like, it's about equality. Where is it? Where is that? Where? But let's keep going.
Is that not fair?
Absolutely. It's not like they gave him grape juice. You know what I mean? It's not what happened. That would have been a whole other situation.
Of course.
And that I would understand where we're from. You know what I mean? When we're talking about that, that's something that's highly illegal, whatever went on. And I hope it would be more than a suspension, right? And I can understand that you would keep those ladies anonymous.
No.
But that is not the case.
Right.
About this. And I also found that to be gross and unnecessary, that folks were bringing in the names and the images of women, that the fact that we are sitting here debating whether somebody else should have been suspended or not, we are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
We're not here to further blame women. No. We're here to blame people who should be held accountable. I don't care.
This is 1000% true. See, first of all, what the hell is that lady doing up there anyway? She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. And then what's crazy about it is I hear some of her reports and like, I don't watch ESPN. She's finished. She done ruined it for everybody. Like, ESPN's ratings are gonna plummet to the floor. But I've heard her on interviews sitting there telling professional NBA players, oh no, this and that and this and that. Like, who the fuck are you? You ain't never did shit in your life in the NBA for you to be talking up there with any of these guys. This shit is, now some would say, oh, but Stephen A never played, and the rest of the other guys never played. I want you to understand something. Stephen A has been following the game for so long. Stephen A is actually an insider to the... Stephen A has said things before it actually happened because he had insider information. This chick is useless. And she's showing you live on camera her dislike for men. Why the fuck is she up there? Somebody please explain this to me. Why does she still have a job? If that was a man that was up there and said that, fired. He is gone. Where's the equality in that? But let's keep going.
Don't care if you're a woman. Don't care if you're a child. Don't care if you're an adult, granny, trans, fucking leprechaun. Don't give a shit, bitch. If you did something wrong, you should be held accountable.
Right.
Man or woman. Don't give a fuck. I have zero sympathy for Ime Udoka. Don't care about him.
Right.
For you to sit here like, we're not going to blame. It ain't about you having a pussy or not. You should be held accountable because you engaged in fuckery.
Right.
That's it. I'm so sick of being in workplaces that have all these policies to protect women. Fantastic. I'm not mad at them. But then when women engage in absolutely unethical behavior, all of a sudden the boss is like, it's bad PR. So what? How's that fair to anybody else in the workplace?
Right.
Anybody? I got to be held to the highest level of scrutiny. She could go scot-free. Why? Because she sees a gynecologist at one time a year? I don't care.
Or Apple went far.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. You could go to the website for our merch. There's Future is Accountability t-shirt there. You can get yours.
I'm going to get that shirt. I'm telling
Listen,
you,
if you want to put her whole spiel, basically in vaginal terms, what she said was rules for thee, not for me. Okay,
Right.
And I think that's what it really comes down to.
Rule for thee, not for...
That is exactly what we see happening. It's like those rules only apply to the men. They don't apply to women. And ladies, this is the reason why I tell y'all don't want equality. Y'all just want shit to be the way y'all want it to be. And I've always said this. I am not for equality. If you really had equality, you are losing. You women will come out on the shitty end of the stick. Equality is fake. It does not exist. I am telling you, me and my lady have this discussion all the time. You don't want equality. You only want it when it's beneficial to you, like in this situation. And then she had the audacity to go up against Stephen A. This chick is smoking something.
She didn't have any rebuttal to why Stephen A. may have said something wrong. She just said, that's not what we are going to do today. That's not what we are going to do today.
Excuse me, what?
That's not what we are going to do today.
More head bobble.
Okay? That's not what we are going to do today. Okay. We are not going to.
Preach is definitely an instigator. But then Stephen A. went to go off on her like, wait a minute, hold on. You're not going to come on my show and tell me what I am not and what I am and what I'm not going to do. That's how you handle your business. And I love it. I always say it. I love to see strong men handle their fucking business. Stephen A. You sure give him a round of applause, everybody. Stephen A. You're the man for that. We appreciate what you did. Keep up the great work. You already know. Michael May, thank you so much for tuning in on the Hear Me Out podcast. Till the next time, we are out.